Hey everyone, Journeyman here and welcome back to another Football Manager 28 simulation video. Today's focus is going to be on 5 years into the future. I have holidayed all the way up to the end of the 21 to 22 season, and we're going to take a look at how the Premier League looks, La Liga, Bundesliga, the English Football League, etc. We're going to look at some of the top leagues throughout Europe, and we're also going to check on the international sides as well. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and check out the English Premier League. Alright, so it looks like Manchester United are champions of the Premier League in the 21-22 season. Let's take a look at the past winners since the start of the series. Obviously, Man United won in the first year. Arsenal been lucky. They finished second 3 times now. Chelsea have won it once back in 2019 to 2020. Man United won even the top 4 in that one. Then we have Liverpool finishing in 3rd, and then Man City most recently finished runners-up. Take a look at the league table and there's no real surprises in there really, apart from maybe like the Sheffield Wednesday have put themselves back into the Premier League. Bournemouth is still in there, Wolves are in there, and yeah, I mean, no real big surprises. So what we can do, perhaps, go to stages. Let's go back over the seasons real quick, shall we? So last season, Fulham, Swansea and Palace were relegated. Let me see. Next season afterwards, Huddersfield, Reading and Villa. I'm basically looking for any abnormalities or anything weird. So far, nothing really weird. Sheffield Wednesday obviously got promoted and then they got relegated. Looks like pretty much straight away. They only got 3 wins this season. Geez, that wasn't a very good season for them. And then the first season, which we all did anyway in the last simulation, so nothing surprising there. So, alright, so let's go take a look at the Sky Bet Championship, shall we? And actually, I haven't finished this season, so what we'll do is take a look at the league table. We'll see who got promoted. Palace got promoted again. Brighton, Hove Albion are back in the Premier League. Relegated to Bolton, Forest and QPR. Coventry City are back in the Championship as well, so it's good to see them back up with the semi-big boys again. Then we have Brentford in there. Who else? Kind of a surprise. Brentford's not really a surprise, though. Alright, so no real big surprises there. Let's take a look at some of the past winners of that one. Villa won it twice, so they've been kind of a yo-yo club the last couple of years, but looks like they're staying in the Premier League, I think, anyway, this season. Actually, I forgot to check that. Who got relegated most recently? Oh, not Villa got relegated this season, so Villa are turning the ultimate yo-yo club. I've won in the Championship and they're getting relegated next season. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to League One real quick. By the way, there's still a game to go in this, so let's go ahead. Alright, so actually what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to simulate just those last couple of games, and then I'll join you guys when we find out who definitely has been promoted. Alright, so we simulated enough days now. I apologise about that. And basically, Reading were promoted from the Championship. They're back in the Premier League next season. In League One, Oldham beat Portsmouth in the playoffs. They will join Bradford City and Derby. If we look at the relegation, though, Charlton relegated Carlisle, Stephen and Shrewsbury, and Wigan now avoided relegation as well. Big club down there. Then we go to League 2. Barrow actually got promoted now. They're now going to be playing League 1 football. So that's kind of a surprise. Since the start of the campaign, I believe they're in the Vanarama National League. They promoted in the 2nd season. And then they've kind of been hanging around League 2 for a little bit, and they've made the jump now all the way up to League 1. So that's kind of a Cinderella story there. I'll take a look at the league table, though. Wickham, AFC Woodend and Rochdale also got promoted, with Crewe Alexandra now playing in the Vanarama National. They've been relegated out of the Football League. So that is a big club that have been relegated there. And Crawley Town as well, they're going to be playing in the Vanarama National League. Any other surprises in there? No, not particularly. I wouldn't say there's any major surprises. Boston United are back in the Sky Bet League 2, which is good to see. Let me see. Nothing else really surprising there. So, you know what? Let's go and check out a little bit of La Liga action, see what's happening in Spain. Alright, so where's La Liga? I forget, it's not called La Liga, and this is it's Spanish First Division, I think. I don't think I have the licensing rights for it. Spanish First Division. Okay, so this year was won by Real Madrid with 97 points. Atletico Madrid second, Barcelona third, and the rest is honestly I'm not 200% sure about. So let's go to past winners real quick. So the first season, 2 seasons are run by Real Madrid. Sorry, Barcelona, and the most recently, the last 3 seasons have been run by Real Madrid. So, kind of not really surprising there, but basically it's been 3 clubs, isn't it? Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Real Madrid there. So no great surprises in Spain. Let's go check out Italy, shall we? Syria. Okay, I can't even pronounce it. I can't even pronounce, do anything. Nothing of any good today. So let's check out Serie A. So Juventus won it most recently, 10 points clear of AC Milan. Napoli are up there in third, 76 points into 76. Bari, Udinese, Sampdoria. Lazio finished in 12th. Check out Serie B real quick. Anyone of any note in there? Doesn't really look like it. So, past winners, Juventus have won it 4 out of the 5 times, and they finished second in the 1 time they didn't, with AC Milan win it in the 2021 season. So, again, no great surprises there at all. Juventus continuing a domination of Italian football. Let's go check out what happened in France, shall we? French First Division, I think it's called in this, maybe. French National, we'll find it from here. French, nope, can't even do that. Let's just put PSG, they're going to be up there. I mean, there probably is an easy way of doing this, but honestly, jeez, I mean, I'm making an absolute mess of this, aren't I, nation? Nope. There you go, PSG, there you go, Liga 1, Conforma, and let's take a look at the league table. So, Monaco were crowned champions this year with 87 points, 3 points clear of PSG. Let me see who else is in there worth taking a look at. Lyon finished in 3rd, Marseille 5th. Yeah, it's honestly no real surprise to take up the past winners. It's been Monaco every single year since this simulation started, with PSG finishing runner-up and Lyon and now in 3rd place every year. Pretty much apart from the first year, which Toulouse finished in 3rd. Kind of a surprise. Toulouse aren't exactly a big team. They did very well to finish 3rd there. So yeah, no surprise. Well, I mean, AS Monaco completely dominating French football right now. Take a look at that first team. To win it 5 times in a row, they must have one hell of a team. They've got Thomas Lemar. Obviously, you know what a great player he's going to turn into. 26 years old. Super well-rounded winger there. Absolutely superb talent. They also have Gelson Martins, a Portuguese right winger. So they got Lemar on the right, they got Lemar on the left, Martins on the right, and then I've got Tielemans through the middle of the park. And Tielemans is an absolute beast of a centre midfielder. Still only 25 years old. He can definitely still grow and develop. He got 17 assists this season. He had a wonderful year. They got Lukaku playing from 2. 29 years old now. Got himself 24 goals this season. Good return. How much did they sign him for? He actually went to Dortmund for 28.5, and then they signed him for £61 million. So big money moves there for Lukaku. Fabinho is there, a 64 million value. Holding midfielder. I mean, they've got an unbelievable midfield. I mean, it's no wonder they've dominated French football. Check out PSG, just out of interest. I want to see where Neymar is. Is Neymar still at the club? Yes, he is. 30 years old now, valued at 76 million. He's done pretty well for them. I mean, can't really say he's lived up to that 198 million pound price tag. 18 goals, 15, 13, 18. Again, really, I mean, scored a lot of goals, but not as many as you would expect, considering his previous record at Barcelona was really good. 22 goals, 24, 13. I expect him to do much better against a weaker French opposition. They've also got Mbappe playing for them still too. He's probably one of the more highly rated or most expensive players in the world, I would imagine. But he only started 15 games, only scored 19 goals as well. So kind of surprising, really. He's at £74 million. I'm surprised he's not getting much more of a game there. He's only 23 years old, however. Then he's got Marco Verratti as well in midfield. 29-year-old Italian international. Very, very good holding midfielder. All right, so without further ado, let's go check out the Bundesliga, or German First Division, I believe it's called. Let me see. So the holders, it looks like Leipzig are actually going to be have won the league this year, surprisingly. Red Bull Leipzig. Yep, they won it on goal difference to Bayern Munich. Geez, and Dortmund finished in third place. Let's take a look at the past winners, shall we? So, yep, it's been Bayern every single year up to the most recent year, and then Red Bull Leipzig have jumped from third to first. And it's pretty much between the three teams, Dortmund, Leipzig, and then Borussia Mönchengladbach finished in second in the first year, and then Leverkusen finished in third. So, yeah, I mean, kind of a surprise. Let's look at the Bayern team, just out of interest. I see who's going strong still there. David Alaba, the left-back, Austrian left-back, still playing for them. Still really good player. Zivkovic, kind of a young talent, I think, that started this game. He went from Benfica to Juventus, and then most recent out of Bayern, he's got 7 goals, I'd say, in 15 appearances. He's definitely a very talented player in the future. Very well-rounded winger. They got Leroy Sané playing for him. How much they signed him for? Only 21.5 million. That's actually not a bad transfer fee, to be honest with you. That's a pretty good price for him. Anyone else? De Ligt is in there, 22-year-old. This guy's going to be an absolute superstar in FM18. Keep an eye on this guy. He's probably going to be the best centre-half in the game, without a doubt. And they're signing him for £40 million. Well, Benfica originally signed him for 20.5, and then Bayern signed him for 40 million. So he's actually going to be an exceptional centre-half. I highly recommend him. Then there's Rodrigo Bentancur, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Very well-rounded midfielder. Signed, looks like, from Juventus for £32 million. All right, so that's completed pretty much all the leagues we have. What we'll do is, let's check out the Champions League, shall we? See who's been dominant in Champions League action. So most recently, Barcelona beat Manchester United 2-0 in the final. Let's take a look at the past winners. Chelsea won it the first year. They beat out Atletico Madrid. Then PSG beat Atletico Madrid next year. And then Real Madrid beat Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid obviously being very unlucky. Then Barcelona have won it most recently, twice in a row. And AS Monaco were runners-up the first year. And then Man United. Let's take a look. I wonder if Cristiano Ronaldo is still playing. It doesn't look like it. I think he may have retired and may have disappeared off the footballing world. I think so. I think he has, believe it or not. How about Messi? Is Messi still kicking around? Lionel Messi, yep, he's still playing for Barcelona, believe it or not. 34 years old now. Obviously losing a little bit in the physical side of things, lost a little bit of pace, but technically and mentally, still a very gifted player and still getting goals and assists for fun. 17 goals, 19 assists. Let's check out the Euro Cup real quick. Yep. The game just freeze. Nope, it didn't. Okay, cool. So the game's still kind of buggy, I've noticed, especially when doing this kind of simulation. I know it's been kind of patchy. So this year, PSG won the Euro Cup to beat out Leverkusen. Check out the past winners. Tottenham won it the first year. Liverpool won it 2 years in a row. Then Man United, and then PSG. Runners-up, Real San Sebastian, Leverkusen, Villarreal, Man City, and then AC Milan. Let's go check out the World Cup. Let's see who won in the World Cup. So right now the holders are Italy. So it looks like they are most recently champions. Yep, they beat Belgium, runner-up, and then, believe it or not, USA finished in third place, even though in real life USA failed to qualify for the World Cup. So this is not going to be a very accurate simulation, similar to the fact that USA are not supposed to even be there. All right, so obviously the World Cup actually happens this year, believe it or not. Let's take a look at those group stages. Let's see if we got any surprise additions this year. So Iran are in there. Angola, first group. Nope, no surprises there. Senegal, Switzerland. Okay, so yeah, no real surprises there. Let's see. Has everyone made it? I expect to make it. Italy's there. Yep, England. Oh, England. Did England make it? Yes, they did. Yeah, they finished. They're in Group E with Belgium, Egypt, and Jamaica. I expect them to get through that group pretty comfortably. The Belgian squad are going to be extremely overpowered. Let's go check out who are the most expensive players in the world. Dembele right now is most expensive player by 10 million estimated. He is obviously playing for Barcelona still. Very talented midfielder, play on either flank very comfortably, definitely an out-and-out winger, got tons and tons of pace, crossing, dribbling ability, flair, off-the-ball movement, technique is superb as well. He knocked up 21 goals this season. Not many assists for winger though, only 5 assists, 7.37 average. Bernardo Silva of Manchester City still is valued at the second highest player in the world, the attacking central midfielder or winger. Had a big good season, 14 goals, 20 assists for him. Martial, 78 million there. Pogba, 78 million too. Any young players that kind of come through here? Sergio Solano. Right, so what I've noticed as well is that right now the regen faces aren't loading. I don't know if it's something I've done with the graphics or just because it's still the beta, they haven't loaded yet, but this is a regen player, the first regen I've noticed, and he is one hell of a regen. 20 years old now, got himself 16 goals, 19 starts, average 7.53. Obviously, me description as a wonder kid. This could be Messi's replacement in the future. Let me see who else on there. Mbappe is on there, 23 years old, still going strong. Still obviously going to grow and develop. But I think the next simulation I'm going to do is 10 years. So that'll be 10 years from the start date. So I expect him to be at the top of the footballing world by that point. Any other young talent on here? Sander Berge of Man City. He's obviously turned into a bit of a wonder kid. World-class midfielder description. Strength 17. Decision making off the wall, everything is a very well-rounded player, really good player, very solid by the look of things. He signed for £32 million originally. You can actually buy him for 2.2 by the look of it. So that's kind of a bargain, to be honest. I definitely look this guy up if you can. Only 24 years old as well. Can definitely grows into a superb midfielder. Then Tielemans, we spoke about him already. Very talented midfielder. Briel Mbolo. Plays for Real Madrid now and got 28 goals this season. Jesus, this guy looks a bit special as well. He originally played for Basel, then went to Gelsenkirchen, and then he signed for Real Madrid for £81 million. It's a lot of money, but he is quite clearly worth it. He is a superb talent. All right, so this video has hit about 20-minute mark. I think it's probably going to wrap up this video nicely. Actually, you know what? So, I think Dele Alli. Yep, Dele Alli is the most expensive English player right now. Still playing for Tottenham Hotspur. Still going strong. 69 caps for England now, 15 goals. And then, who's next most expensive English player? Harry Kane. 28 years old now. He's got 18 goals this season. How's his record been? He actually hasn't had that good of a record. If you take a look at it, his recent history: 16, 9, 11. 18, 15. That's not great results in the Premier League. Expect to see more goals on that. Anyway, yeah, all pretty interesting stuff. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other questions about the 5-year simulation, anything you want me to cover in the future simulations. Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. The next one will be 10 years, and after that, I'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do 25 to really push this simulation on a bit faster. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like on it. If you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.